Hey everyone! So today I'm filming a video and this is going to be advice on high school girls, and this is for guys only. And sorry the lighting's kind of weird in the video, it's just that I'm not filming during the day, which I normally do, but I'm filming at night. And so I decided to do this because I got a request. And this was from Funk Master Kool-Aid, and he gave me his name, but I'm not really sure if I should share that or anything just because of personal security reasons. But anyway, so he just said that he's a freshman like I am, and he said that he's kind of shy, and he wanted advice about high school girls and asking them out. So yeah, go check out his channel. I don't think he has any videos up, but he does favorite stuff, and maybe he'll start making videos or something cool like that. So yeah, I just wanted to do this, and even if you didn't request this, you know, I hope this is helpful to you. So I decided to split this video into kind of two sections, and the first will be just on girls in general, and then asking out girls. So I came up with 5 things about girls that you really should know, and this is at least my personal experience in like the 3 or 4 months that I've been in high school, and this is just kind of like from my friends and where I stand and what I've kind of observed. I'm not sure if it's like this in all of the grades or anything. I'm sure that maturity levels vary, and there's a bunch of different aspects that play into how girls are acting in high school, but for me, right now, what I've observed through my friends, through other people that aren't my friends, you know, whatever, I've just kind of come up with these 5 things. The thing is that there are tons of different personalities. You have a super wide range from girls who are scared to talk to anyone, especially like, you know, first coming into high school, and then there are girls who already seem like they know everyone and they have a ton of friends and there's always people around them, and then there's also like mean girls and whatever you want to talk about. So you just have to know that there are tons of different personalities, and there are different ways that girls are going to act. But the number 2, which I wanted to say, which kind of incorporates all of them, is you have to get to know them. A lot of times what they first come off as, like your first impression of them, is going to be way different than when you actually know them. And of course that happens a lot of times anyways, but you just really have to get to know them, and there's always normally a different kind of person and a different side to everyone that you can really get into if you know them. So another thing is they don't really like to show their insecurities, at least at first. You know, of course they'll talk to their friends about that kind of stuff, but I mean, if you're a guy talking to a girl, she's probably not going to be telling you all about the stuff that she's scared of people noticing and stuff like that. So that's kind of something sensitive too. And I know when guys are flirting or whatever, they'll pick out something that they're kind of insecure about, just kind of noticeably. And yeah, that is like flirting and stuff. I don't really know if a lot of people like it. It makes me feel kind of uncomfortable, but I guess, no, they're just trying to get my attention. But whatever. So they don't really like to show that, so if you're just trying to like get that out of them, it's probably not going to work. Number 4, they will talk your face off. At least for me, or their own face off. I just talk a lot, and I know that a lot of other girls do. It's just kind of like a habit. You do have a lot of quiet ones, but then there's also just ones like me and like a lot of others who will just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And so, also, number 5, if they are straight girls, which normally those are the ones that you will be looking to, you know, date or whatever, they are obsessed with guys. And I think I know a couple people that just seem kind of indifferent, and, you know, they don't really care, they just care about school and stuff, but at least with me and my friends, it's kind of like an obsession, and it's just kind of what you talk about. And so I think if you're a guy, you kind of have to know that you cannot be freaked out by that, because it's just kind of like a natural thing. And even if you hear that this like group of girls is like stalking you or whatever, just kind of following you around, then I would take it as a form of flattery, not really as a form of creepiness, even though it's kind of hard to get used to. It's just the way things are going to be. Next we have just advice on asking out girls. Now that you kind of know a little bit more about them, there's kind of advice that you should have. So 1, make sure you get to know them first. I know that a lot of times the guys will just ask out a girl because, you know, whatever, she's hot. whatever, I don't really care, just want to get some. I know that sounds like really bad, but I think that's just kind of guys' initial reaction to girls and stuff. I don't really know, I'm not a guy and inside their mind, but please just get to know them first, because a lot of times they may end up being like really mean. I could say something else, but they may end up being like really mean and just not someone that you want to be around. So you really just need to get to know them first. 2, there's a difference between asking someone to be like your girlfriend and then like asking them out like on a date or to hang out or whatever. And I don't really know in boy code what that's supposed to mean. I guess like if you just say, oh, do you want to go out with me, then you're like considered boyfriend, girlfriend. And it didn't always used to be that way, but that's just kind of the way it is now. And then there's also like, oh, you just want to like hang out. And if you're just like asking them to hang out and you're friends with them, most likely they will say yes. I mean, there's no reason that they will be like, no, I don't want to hang out with you. It's just kind of, if you're friends, it's not that big of a deal. And even though you may like her and it may seem like, oh no, she's not gonna say yes to, you know, going to the movies with me or whatever, just like with a group of friends, then just settle down, because seriously, it's not that big of a deal. And if they are friends with you and they actually like you as a friend, or even more than that, then they will say yes. And then you can always get to know them better. But if you're asking them out on a date, there's not always that like 100%. If you guys are just like friends or you don't really know each other. But if you want to get to know her, you know, it's just kind of something that you do. And you kind of have to go for it, which is my next point. You know, I wouldn't be scared of rejection. At least you know that you put yourself out there, and you know, if people make fun of you and stuff like that, I don't really think that they would, but of course if you ask out a girl, they're probably going to go tell their friends, but they're not going to be like spreading it around the school like, oh, Johnny asked me out, he's so weird, you know, like, and everyone will laugh at you. That's not what happens. It's just kind of like, if you say no, then you just kind of go past it, and you may stay friends if you were before, and it may be kind of awkward at first, but normally you can just get past it. So, number 4 is, even though, let's say you have different social statuses, and you're kind of like a nerd, and she's like this popular girl, and you ask her out, even if she acts really, really, really mean to you, and like acts disgusted and stuff, and just says mean things about you, she is flattered. She's flattered that someone's noticing her, and she'll be kind of happy about that. Even if she doesn't actually like you, she will be flattered, and that's something that you will know. And then number 5 is dealing with rejection. Of course, there is the possibility that they will say yes. It's not like a 100%, oh, they're always going to say no, and it's not a 100% that they're always going to say yes. But if you do start going out, you know, I would just try not to be too clingy. I don't really know how other girls think of it. Most of them I don't think would like this, but I just know like it's just always annoying to have like a person, you know, like on your arm. And you also have to know that they want to hang out with their friends too. You know, like if they're sitting with their friends at lunch and then you ask them out and then you guys just like always go off together and then they kind of like ditch their friends, it's not a good thing. So you kind of have to give them their own space too. But anyways, dealing with rejection, it's kind of like you have to get over it and just know that you at least put yourself out there. And even though they don't like you, there's billions of other people on the planet and one of them will enjoy your presence. And besides, this is high school. I know it's time where serious relationships are really starting, and you know, a lot of them will actually mean something to you, but you just kind of have to know that life will go on. You still have, what, at least 60 or around 60 years to live after you graduate and all that type of stuff, so you have plenty of time, and yeah, so just go for it, I'd say. And if you really like someone, the worst they can say is no. That's as bad as it's going to be. The worst they can say is no. And also there's different ways to do it. You know, you don't have to go up to them and be like, oh, so do you want to go out? Of course that's kind of what's preferred. But I mean, if you're really not comfortable, like even like call them on the phone or something, or just send them a quick text if you just want to hang out, or Facebook them or whatever, but it doesn't have to be as big of a deal as you think it may need to be. Most girls are just fine with, oh, so do you want to go out with me or whatever on the phone, or I don't even know. But yeah, so I hope this was helpful to you guys, and please comment and subscribe and send me any requests, and as always, you can email me at katherinesadvice@yahoo.com or private message me or just leave a comment or whatever. And so thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a video. Start over. Okay. Hey guys, so sorry if the lighting's a little weird. I'm not filming it during the So the first one is that there are tons of different personality. Okay, and they just really vary, and there's a lot of different personalities, like I just repeated a bajillion times. Okay. So the first thing, woo!